This is Pusha Wheats Catan. If you know, you know. Coming at you with Game 4 of the Name the Kid Challenge. If you're just joining now, the rules for this is it's a 1v1 format, and I have to get a 75% win rate on colonist.io. And if I am able to achieve that with at least 10 placement matches, I'm able to name my friend's firstborn child the random name that Colonist generated. In this case, it is the lovely Gurias. So just catching you up, if you're starting here, we are doing pretty well. I had an early loss, but my last game was a win, getting us up to a 66% win rate, 2 out of 3. And now we're going to be looking at game 4 of the series. So let's check out the board here. I'm in a premium position. I am placing first on this board, and looking down, we see immediately that this is a very wheat light board. We only have one spot that has strong wheat. Normally, this would be a must-have. The age-old no wheat equals defeat is true, but in 1v1, nobody is going to be taking that and locking it out, so we actually don't have to worry about that as much as a 4-player game. So I'm looking here, and I want to ensure that I have strong ore, and I'm looking down at the 8, 5, 10 with the road building materials, the ore, and access to 2 ports. So that's where I'm going to end up placing for my first pick. I also placed the outside road. When you have a double up on a 5 and an 8 and 2 quality ports, it's really easy there. You can see my mouse was hovering on that 3, 6, 9. That is my ideal second position, but it's really going to depend where my opponent ends up placing. They end up taking that strong wheat position, which I totally agree with, and then very quickly placing on the 8, 4, 10. Sounds like they're pretty confident in their decision from how quick they moved through that. And I'll be honest, it's a near perfect second placement because they're getting that free road, they're pointed towards the 6, and they also have the 5, 9 in the top right that they can go to. So if they end up progressing the way that they want to, they're going to have access to all those hot numbers, 5, 6, 8, 9, access to all 5 resources. And basically, the only thing that I don't think that they have going on is access to a port. And I think that will hurt them in the long run. I do get access to my second ideal spot as well with that 369, so we're off to the races. I truly think with our positions that it is a true coin flip. We both got really great spots, and the opponent makes the correct first decision to progress towards that strong ore. It's really just going to be a matter of how quickly that they will end up settling there. So we get started here. I start building towards that 3-1 port, which I think is more valuable than the wheat port to get started. And I do slow roll to my first build, which is on that 5, 8, 10. It's my stronger spot, and I do always prefer building on ore first and doubling that up, since you need 3 ore and 2 wheat to build future cities. So as I go here, I start really developing things out, get my second city going, and when you start having 2 cities before the first one is built for the other player, you're just in a pretty good position in terms of the production. And I really start humming here with building development cards. I have a strong lead towards largest army, and my opponent has not built a single development card since they got started. They are trying to build towards that wood port, and they get there, which is great given their wood production, but when you get so far behind and you're constantly blocked on that ore, it gets harder and harder to catch up, to build dev cards and really be able to compete. And since you need every single point in the game in order to win a 1v1, it's really just a matter of time here for me to take back that longest road there. I'm at 12 points, and I end up developing that city and taking down the W. You see here the effect of those early cities. My resource production ended up being 108 to their 72. And with that 3-to-1 port and the other ports that I ended up getting, I'm so much more efficient in terms of building. Just looking at the final board here, you can see that my opponent did not take a single development card during the entire game. So it really was no way that they were going to catch up. I also built a perfect road network, so there was nothing wasted. You could see even if the opponent connected, they still had a branch there where they would have only had a 14 possible max road. So this was going to be a win. This is a perfectly played 1v1 game from me. And this is an important win in the series, getting us up to that 75% win rate. So we are right there. Hopefully this looks the same at the end of the 10 placement matches that I need to qualify. So I hope you all keep watching. I'll have Game 5 analysis here soon. This is Pusha Wheat's Catan.